Greetings, comrades! This is again Caleb, back with another episode of Dwarf Fortress. Now, before I continue on my YouTube world, Mon Oxdu, I figured I'd show you Defini Muya, the Dimension of Typhoons. This is the world that I mentioned that I had to make in order to try out a new mod called the Creation Forge. And I figured I'd not only show you that, but also show you pretty much what we've been up to. And let's see, I think we'll up this. I didn't do that much in the previous run, that previous save. But basically, the Creation Forge lets you create just about any object in the game. And yeah, it's part of that now. But basically, I'll show you pretty much how this fortress. Pretty much I've been playing like off stream or off YouTube. Yeah, of course the dwarves here are still dumb. They don't clean up dead bodies and stuff unless even though it's clearly a designated dumping area for them, they still don't do it because they're idiots. But anyway, yeah, might as well zoom out real quick. But this is basically the mod world, I guess you could say. So you have a shit ton of bedrooms. I was busy aside. I think I assigned into most of them. Some of them do have couples and stuff, so that's good. But basically, I was testing out the forges here, which might as well zoom in real quick so you can see them better. This is the Creation Forge, and you got quite a few things. We're making adamantine stuff and making a lot of furniture and stuff. But basically, this little mod here, it lets you create just about anything. Like, you can make certain seeds, provided you have empty bags. You can make, you know, the best like weapons and armor for your dwarves. You can spawn a lot of gemstones and like make adamantine stuff so you can make a lot of money and like you know, get brownie points with the traders and whatnot. And you can make a lot of food and drinks so your dwarves never go hungry or die of thirst. And it also comes with a training forge, which lets you train any dwarf to do any professions. Like you want really good miners or good blacksmiths, or make your army like super powerful, you can use this. But I might as well show you the rest of the fortresses too as well. I just dug this hole in for some more stone, which I don't really need because you can see I have a shit ton of stuff here. See all these blocks? There are a lot of adamantine blocks, which I use to make stuff. Of course, I can also make the stuff directly from those Creation Forges. But I got my mainstays, got my stoneworker drawer or workshops, the carpenter's workshop and stuff like that, the trade depot, which I constantly load with like gems and adamantine stuff, so I can make a lot of money, or at least you know, trade with the traders to get other good stuff for have to get a tidy profit at the same time. But yeah, I recently made a quarters for the bookkeeper, as well as one for the captain of the guard. And I also took this opportunity to kind of get a little more in-depth with the military. And basically, after you assign your dwarves, I might as well select them real quick. You want to make sure they have their proper equipment. Like, make sure you have the equipment first. I make sure it's in the stockpiles here. Like, one for like weapons, one for armor, one for ammo for their crossbows and stuff. And if they have the equipment in storage, they'll be able to use it. And you have to select order. You gotta make sure that they all have. You set their uniform, which I might as well select real quick. Because this is probably why that bronze colossus wiped out my previous fort, because I did a shitty job at doing the military system. But I kind of got to figure out one of the reasons I made this separate world as well as other ones to get a good grasp of the military system, so my dwarves can be better prepared. In fact, in this world, a Cyclops attacked us, and they managed to kill him with no casualties. Granted, I'm using overpowered stuff right from the get-go, but they were able to fight it and kill it. So yeah, I set a decent enough squad of soldiers to make sure they had their equipment basically assign uniform, make sure it's like metal armor or whatever you have in hand, and they'll be sure to equip it. I was gonna get some more backpacks and stuff for them too, but and once you have a military setup, you can actually set out to visit like other settlements and stuff, and like you guys could trade with them or just pillage them and stuff like that. So yeah, in fact, there's like a little lair right next to my fortress, and you basically select a squad. And you can have them like raid the area, or destroy it altogether. You could also like free prisoners that might be there, or loot stuff. And so you're ready for like artifacts that you could sell for a profit and stuff like that. But yeah, actually got a hang of, and I got a good hang of make sure they have decent quarters, like basically their dining rooms. Let's fill up a few tables and chairs. Put a statue in every corner. Make sure they have good walls and floors, and it'll be at least decent. But here, when you have adamantine stuff, it'll be royal. So it's probably the best you can get. It goes for a good study and a good bedroom, and different positions have different needs. And the bookkeeper, basically need them. You can see there are no estimate numbers up here now. It's actual numbers. You have a bookkeeper with a good office and stuff that will be able to keep an accurate track of your inventory, like how much food you really have, how much drinks you really have. So that, and you see my fortress is booming here because we have 160 dwarves here, and I have a few military squads, and I plan on making a few more in this world here. But this is pretty much what I'm playing on the side, goofing around mods and stuff, because a lot of these mods in the workshop, you have to start a new world for them. You can't use them in existing worlds, which makes sense, but at the same time kind of sucks. But that's how it is. So anyway, I didn't really do anything here, so we'll continue with Mon Oxdu. I always read it as Mox Ondu, but no, it's Mon Oxdu. Yeah, my old fort inked towns. Rest in pepperonis. Rest in spaghetti, never forgetty. Yeah, we were spelling one of my nephew's birthday today, and he didn't do anything special. It's just another day in his boys. Once you give an adult, birthday's just like another day in your eyes. That said, we did have some pizza and some. He actually wanted key lime pie, which fine by me. I love key lime pie. I also got a banana cream pie, which for some reason was still frozen. Either I let it thaw for like a few hours. It was still like kind of frozen solid around the middle. So yeah, to be fair, I bought them this morning. I thought they would thaw out in time, but Anyway, Bell's Basic. So we have a pretty decent foundation with this fort here. Already set up a water source. Set up a few bedrooms. Got the general foundation of the fort underway. Well, we got beds anyway. And yeah, I think this would be a somewhat more, I wouldn't say space efficient, but basically I'll just, there's no, well actually, yeah, that was for the, well I made here. That's for this to actually get in there. And basically I'll just, set up some bedrooms up here, and then I'll just make a second floor. We can have some more. And as soon as we get more migrants, I'm gonna actually get around to setting up these bedrooms and stuff. Oh yeah, one thing I reckon to mention: the mod world, an elven diplomat came along and scolded me for cutting down the trees. So I killed the diplomat, just like Joel did. And they made short work of them, and only one dwarf died, oddly enough. And he also had great armor, so I don't know what that was about. Yeah. But anyway, hopefully I won't have to do that in this world. But you never know. But yeah, we have a decent food stockpile. And we got the... Yeah, gotta make sure they're gathering plants and stuff so we can actually brew some drinks. Which doesn't seem even much worth gathering right now. Well, we can always trade, but yeah, I need to set up a jeweler work. So just like my previous world, I'm gonna focus on gems, at least to start, to get a decent like trade economy going. Okay. Might as well, let's see. Might as well set up these bedrooms here. Doors. Tables and chairs. Even with these those extra things, they'll be meager at best. Like imagine if you had like walls and floors, at least like a statue or something, they'll be somewhat better. But really, that's only if you're. Well, you only need to worry about the quality of the bedroom if you're making it for nobles. Okay, so masterpiece pecan wooden cabinet. Yeah, I'll let them build cabinets for now. In the meantime, might as well set up a second set of Actually, well, yeah, we'll. Yeah, I don't want to kind of be jumping the gun here, but you know, you never know when we're going to get more migrants. See, look how quickly they dig to that. Jeez. Naturally, if the better they are at mining, the better pick they have, the faster they'll mine. Look how quickly they dug to that. Jeez. And that's just with a copper pick. Imagine them with like a iron or steel pick. Or even an adamantine pick. Which, yeah, digging the adamantine's a little sketchy. Because, if you find adamantine, that means you're close to, like, literally digging into hell. And if you dig into hell, you're pretty much done for, because demons will come out and like slaughter your entire fort. So you definitely want to be careful with that. Yeah, definitely need to dig a little deeper so I can... You know, I started... In the previous one, I did 2 different worlds. One world I kind of just abandoned. And the other one I definitely abandoned because, well, the biome I spawned in had no stone, at least none I could easily get to. Even digging to the mountain, there was like sand. And I can't make a well of sand, so yeah. No stone means no well means no water means no life. Okay, how many chairs do I have now? Not too many. Might as well finish up this dining area here. We're starting off small for now, but, you know. Rome wasn't built in a day. Oh, merchants. Well, we don't have much to trade right now. In fact, I have hardly anything. I think I did trade a few things with them. Do we even have any gems to cut? We have hematite and shale. Oh, got some more migrants. Alright. Got 4 new dwarves. Let's see what we got. Okay, another weaponsmith, a peasant, and 2 children. Okay. Might as well start assigning rooms. Which in the previous one, I tried to set, like, just select the entire place and use it as a dormitory. But for some reason that didn't work very well, so I'll just assign separate bedrooms. Wait, no. See, dormitory is for, like a mass bedroom, which this is not. You know, just... I'm not going to go about naming the rooms, because at this point it's a waste of time. Oh, good. 2 dwarves, 1 bedroom. This is better than my very first form. It's just like 1 square in a bed. That's it. Here, try to make them a little more functional. Yeah, mostly chillins. Yeah, still got put in chairs and stuff, but, you know, one thing at a time. We're starting small after all. Because then they get all pissy and moaning when they don't have their own room. So I might as well do it. There we go. Okay, I got a decent amount of wood, so... go ahead and set up a few... This. Let's become a farmer. Started raining. Okay. Like how to tell me weather changes. We're just embarked on their journey. Fare thee well. Sandy clay. Yeah, probably dig a little bit deeper. We have this area right here. Could definitely see potential stone here. And gems, maybe. See green tourmaline. There's something. Let's see how that goes. Giving birth to puppies. Okay. Got any cabinets yet? I was thinking bookcases, but that's, I think bookcases are more for like offices and stuff, not so much bedrooms. Yeah, might as well have someone cut some gems. Struck limonite, okay. Green jade, alright. Yep, guess we'll just get a little deeper for the stone and stuff. The yak calf. Yeah, and I should probably start setting up the quarters for the expedition leader. Which I guess... No, we're just gonna give him like this little... Essentially just 5x5. I don't think it matters too much the size, as much as it does the stuff in it. So definitely making walls and stuff here. Because they need at least decent quarters and whatnot. And best way I found to do that is just have a few statues as well as some good walls and floors. Hold on. Carpenter. Okay, we got turnip plants, so... And we have some potash. These turnips... What do you mean? Don't you have that stuff? Well, let me select that if I don't have any seeds. Okay, I wonder what that is. Okay, pear, easy meal, and brew drink from plants. I think it's plenty of water here. So yeah, one of the reasons my very first fort fails because I didn't know how to properly set up a well. But now you just gotta make sure you have a really good water source and an open space you can put a well. And yeah, make sure you have rock mechanisms, blocks, a bucket, and rope. And there's your well. Started raining. Okay, nobody cares. Let's put some doors here. But yeah, not too much. What's going on right now? Just busy with work and whatnot. And I had to get some new shoes because my old shoes kind of sucked. They weren't really solid around the heel area. And my ankle kept like tilting to the left, and it was getting really sore at work. Especially at work, I move around a lot. And, you know, with my old shoes tilting the way it was, it was not pleasant. Having an ankle brace didn't help much. But I got these new shoes from Dr. Souls, a lot more solid. Just need to change out the insoles on it and we're good to go. Yeah, pro tip, never buy Brazos shoes. Brazos brand, B-R-A-Z-O-S. Yeah, first pair of Brazos I ever bought for them. Also my last pair. $50, you know, you get what you pay for. These Dr. Scholl's shoes I got were a little more pricey, around $60, $65, but they're a lot more solidly built. I should hope so, it's Dr. Scholl's. Okay, might as well... So I'm going to set up the flooring first, then I'm going to set up the walls. Because if I set up the walls, they don't follow a set order to put the walls in. They just go randomly. Sometimes they'll make that corner inaccessible and they can't put the wall down. So I'll set on the floor first. I guess hazelwood will do. Yeah, just like all there. Should probably expand my stockpile later. In fact, let's do that now. Because one of the reasons my fortress ended up being so massive, because like nearly half of that fort is dedicated to like oh okay, hold on. Let's cancel that bit there. And let's set some walls there so we don't flood the fort. Yeah, shale. Because if it thaws out, it's going to flood the fort. Well, yeah, because that's a brook there. And thankfully we had this little... That's why I make the water source a little deep. So there's plenty of water even when it freezes over. The weather is cleared, but the brook is still frozen. Okay. Anyway, back to what I was saying. The reason my fortress is so big is like at least half of that fort is dedicated to storage. Because I chop down so much wood and dig up so much stone, it fills up pretty quickly. So that's why I'm constantly trying to like make stuff for my dwarves. Yeah, apparently one of my sisters went to Dallas and went to a little book fair, which apparently has a lot of expensive books. Apparently, they have a Latin old original Tesla, but it was like 17 grand. Like, Jesus Christ. Like, I could buy a new car for less. Okay. This will be another stockpile. There's a dead fly on the ground for some reason. And see, that's what I was talking about. They don't do any particular order. Okay, cancel that construction and make the wall. Because you gotta see up those corners too, because if there's a corner gap there, water will flood in. So you gotta make sure that's patched up. There's a block right there, use that. We need better construction of the floor. Get your ass to building that floor. Yeah, these doors can be dumb sometimes. Sometimes they'll do the job, sometimes they won't. And sometimes that stupidity will lead them to ruin. Pearwood barrel. Okay, well we have a decent amount of food and stuff, but... Let's see... Raspberry bushes... Oh yeah, by the way, I'm definitely enjoying my custom controller, Nebula. Works really good. Though, oddly enough, as many features this controller has, I mainly use it for the Steam Deck. Because I already have a DualSense Edge for the PC, the Hex Gaming Phantom, as well as my other DualSense controllers for the PS5, so, yeah. Just something special to play on the Steam Deck with. Okay, chairs. All this time, they only built. I must say 3 chairs, but no, I have another one. Make wooden team. Okay, yeah, doing that. There we go. So far, so good. Yeah, some of the force getting a little antsy, but you know. I'll just make enough furniture to fill out the current restrooms or bedrooms right now. I almost said restrooms. I'm surprised you can't build restrooms. Like, where do the dwarvens go to take a shit? Or, you know, take a bath after digging like 20 miles of dirt. Yeah, just strip mine this entire area. We can use this as extra storage space. A snowstorm, oh goodness. Well, we ain't growing any crops in this, that's for sure. They have a little water source. Yeah, and it's still full. Struck limonite, okay. Oh, that reminds me of a stoneworker. Let's go and, might as well make a few altars and, guess a few statues, too, you know. Yeah. Oh yeah, I recently got to Nova Lands on Steam. It's a pretty interesting little survival. Pretty interesting survival crafting game. It was on sale for like $10. I figured why not. Okay, we need to patch up this hole here because there's like snow getting in. I think what I might start doing, if I can do 4, is go 2 levels down instead of just 1. Because sometimes the servers will have open spaces and like patches of dirt will be here. And I'll start like growing plants and stuff that might get in your way of you creating stuff. There's a spot here too. Yeah, same thing, shale. Closest thing you have to a ceiling. Why is that suspended? Build that freaking block. Yeah, I'll just set up stuff for the expedition leader. And then once I get some more migrants, I'm going to start assigning a good military. But first, well, actually first I need to make some, make a metal smith. That might help. Okay. Okay, so we're doing okay for right now. Oh, you know what? I forgot that wall there. Here. Good thing I caught that when I did. There's like there's water here, and there's like a gap right here. It'll leak through. We got some rough fortification agate. Okay, cinnabar, shale. Okay, use some more shale. That's a weird name for a stone. Fortification agate. Was it used to make walls or something? And my little Scar H or Scar L knocked over. Just go for my little Scar goat gun earlier. Anyway, I contributed me playing HCVR again, especially with the recent update, which changed a few of the sights, added a few new night vision scopes and stuff, and pretty much just added overall upgrades to like the current sights and whatnot. River Spirits. Sound like some long-forgotten like country band or something. Here, more stone. Found some microcline. These unarmed fermentable leaf of fruit. Well, we can't really grow anything right now because it's winter time. Might as well set up stuff for the expedition leader now. Rovold's office. And set up a little dining area for him. God, I can't type a word to save my life. And his own bedroom. Who needs unformidable plants? Can you dwarves do anything right? Do we have any chests? Yes, I do. Just put a few chests there. Have any statues yet? You have some shale, okay. And these will be for the dining room. Okay. Now we start making the fancy walls. I mean, let's do one section at a time here. Spore tree bucket. Water, okay. Might expand our food storage later. Modest study, okay. No tomb. We'll work on that later. They're moving slow because they don't have wheelbarrows. Well, we have wheelbarrows, but not enough. Okay, so we got a decent amount of food. Yeah, you definitely need barrels to store food, because if you don't, the food will spoil. And the dwarves won't be able to eat it. Tables. Okay. I gotta do this piece at a time. I don't know why I keep scrolling up. I should probably make a... Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna... make a separate dig over here. That'll be easier for the miner to go down. I think the children are actually moving stuff around. I think they're turning to the fort more or less. Do I have any bookcases? I do not. Wooden bookcase. Yeah, go ahead and do this first. Like salt, pepper, Peter. I almost said salt, pepper. Is saltpeter real? No, I want to stuff at tabs. Okay, let me look this up. That's not what I typed. Saltpeter. Okay, apparently it's known as potassium nitrate. What is saltpeter even for? Might as well look at us while things are going on here. Okay. Let's see. It's potassium nitric acid. Therefore, an alkaline metal nitrate. It's a source of nitrogen, and nitrogen was named after niter. Potassium nitrate is one of several nitrogen-containing compounds collectively referred to as saltpeter. Let's see. Oxidant, harmful, swallowed, inhaled, or absorbed on skin. Causes irritation to skin and eye area. Okay. What is it used for? Okay, it's used to make nitric acid. It's famous use of potassium nitrate. It's probably as the oxidizer in black powder. Huh. Provided explosive power for all the world's firearms. After that time, small arms and large artillery increasingly began to depend on cordite, a smokeless powder. Black powder remains in use today in black powder and rocket motors, but also in combination with other fuels like sugars and rocket candy. And a popular amateur rocket propellant, not actual rock. I thought about like popping candy or whatever. Thank God it's not. Like, what are we feeding our children? Shit. Okay. Also used in fireworks, such as smoke bombs, is also added to cigarettes to maintain even burn to tobacco, and is used to ensure complete combustion of paper cartridges for cap and ball revolvers. Can also be heated to several hundred degrees to be used for niter bluing, which is less durable than other forms of protective oxidation, but allows for specific coloration of steel parts such as screws, pins, and other small parts of firearms. Okay. Apparently it's always used for meat processing, but of course say there's a possible cancer risk. Interesting. Well, you learn something new every day. And it's used in fertilizers, okay. Other uses as an electrolyte and a salt bridge. Active-integrated condensed aerosol fire suppression systems. When burned with the free radicals of fire's flame produces potassium carbonate. Works as an aluminum cleaner. Component of some tree stump removal products, heat treatment of metals, glass. Okay, so to induce flowering of mango trees in the Philippines. Interesting. Okay, so saltpeter does kind of have its uses. Interesting. Like I said, you learn something new every day. By the way, I just realized I could have just used last material, so I had to keep selecting the material every time. That would have made things so much faster. You know, sometimes I'm amazed I haven't starved myself to death, because I forgot how to eat or something like that. Like, I wonder I even survived this long. You know, so much I joke about this stuff, you know. I know how to clean stuff, you know. I know how to operate a computer. I know how to build a computer. I know how to maintain proper car care and stuff like that, so... I'm not, like, completely dumb, but, you know... Trust me, I see people work that are even dumber than me. I swear, there's one employee, I swear, that makes me look like freaking Isaac Asimov. You know what I should also make? Because these those can be so prissy, I need an armor stand and a weapon rack. So I might as well make those as well. Spring has arrived! And they're still frozen. I'm sure it'll thaw out soon. Give it another season or two. Anyway, let's go and I still have these tree oil. The guy's actually making stuff with the wood. So, you know, can't fault him too much. Yeah, get us some more plants. So you don't starve to death. And we also need a forge. No, not a forge, a furnace. A smelter, that's what I meant to say. We got a microcline, how about that? You know what might help if it has chairs? I know it'd be kind of overkill using... being picky at the... No, it's not overkill having like a bunch of tables in here, but it pretty much ensures that the dining will be to their liking. Like I said, they gotta be all prissy and stuff. Yeah, just mine this entire area here. Mine it all. So we can get some more shale. But you can use that to make stuff, and then we'll start finding some ores so we can start smelting that. But so far so good. Seeking infant, okay, let's give her to a boy. Congrats. These unrun, we'll make some, grow some plants, god damn it. You're just gonna die of thirst if you don't know how to plant seeds. Okay, okay, I think we'll be good on that stuff for now. Gonna start cutting down some more trees so we got some more wood. Okay, we really need a few more wheelbarrows. Why aren't you guys making potash? Okay. You know what? Let's we cannot reach sight. All the statues in the way. You're kidding me. Okay, you know what? Cancel this for now. Now build that damn wall. Okay, you only need to make some drink soon. We have the water stall up. See, have I not built these, had I not put these, walls here, this area would be flooded. So yeah, good thinking on my part. What is she doing? There we go. Should probably set up those, I'll set up a cabinet. And we'll set up their weapon rack and whatnot. Okay, how's that for you? Study, modest quarters, decent dining room. You know what? I guess... this will be the tomb. I'm also making a tomb for the expedition leader. Okay, we have some drinks, but not a lot. We've got some bees. Okay. Look at all this wood we have, jeez. Much to the chagrin of the elves, but hey, we need to make stuff. So if they don't like it, they can stick it up there, you know what. I think I'll do. Cabinets. Yeah, I think that'll do. Yeah, might as well sign this other bedroom down here. Okay, I think that'll do. Okay. Study, quarters, decent. Hey, it's something. The fortress attracted no migrants this season. Fair enough, less mouths to feed. Okay. Go back to make some chairs and all that. Yeah, again, decent foundation so far. I should probably dig a thing there, so that way it'll be easier for the people to move the rocks and stuff over there. And I guess after that we can continue digging through here. And I think though this will be a good place to stop the video camera. It's not a super long one compared to the other ones, but you know, it's slow going from here. I doubt I'll build the same success as the second fort I made, but hey, you live and learn. So anyway, this is I'm Giving Caleb signing out. You all have a good day.